All right, you guys, I'm old and I don't know anything about ChatGPT. Will you just type in the bottom here, you guys?
Yep.
Oh, we didn't connect the keyboard shit. Can you please, do you have to say please? And the younger than me people that I work with were telling me that it can like make menus for babies for baby-led weaning, and I don't believe it. So I'm gonna figure out what AI says we should make for 6-month-old babies to eat and then give you my human feedback versus the robot. All right, we're gonna start with what is baby-led weaning and see if this thing knows what it is. Well, this is actually like pretty good. Like it's a variety of foods. They're talking about using vegetables, fruits, meats. I like that they're talking about the benefits, which is fine motor skills, hand-eye coordination, independence, hitting all the buzzwords here. A really cool thing too is they also pointed out that baby-led weaning should be introduced around 6 months of age, right? Because there's tons of misinformation out there about starting solids at 4 and 5 months of age. It's not safe for your baby to have anything other than infant milk prior to 6 months. I want to know, though, like a specific menu for my 6-month-old baby. Can you please make me a menu for my 6-month-old baby? Oh, this is terrible. It's just fruits and vegetables and a little bit of oatmeal. So breakfast is oatmeal with the banana. I'm down with that. Like, but what do you make the oatmeal with? It didn't really give me specifics. Mid-morning snack. Babies don't need snacks, you guys. Spoiler alert, the milk they have in between meals is their snack. Plus, who wants to feed their baby 5 times a day? Lunch, carrot sticks and mashed potato or butternut squash. I mean, I like the amount of vitamin A in this meal, but like just a starch and a vegetable. Where's the protein? Where's the iron? Where's the allergenic foods? Afternoon snack, not needed. Ripe avocado and soft cooked green beans. I'm gonna be honest, green beans are not one of my favorite foods for early eaters. I rarely feed them to 6-month-old babies because they're very hard to make safe. Dinner is broccoli and mashed cauliflower. And then before bed, breast milk or formula. Well, most of baby's nutrition is still coming from breast milk or formula. So actually, there's a lot of room for improvement in here. What would I do differently? Breast milk or formula multiple times a day. You actually don't change your infant milk schedule when you start solid foods. And then there's no protein foods in this menu at all. Where's the meat? Where's the plant-based protein? Where's the allergenic foods? There's no iron in here. One of the biggest mistakes that families make when they start out with solid foods, that they only offer fruits and vegetables, and ChatGPT is only really offering fruits and vegetables. So major room for improvement there. As far as recipes go, like, you don't need to make recipes for your early eater, especially in phase 1 of baby-led weaning. In our programs, the first 8 weeks, we just do solid foods, but like sometimes parents love to overcomplicate things, and I feel like the computer does too. Can you please make me a recipe for my 6-month-old baby doing baby-led weaning? I like that they're always giving the disclaimer that you need to consult with your pediatrician before you try any of these recipes. That's a good piece of advice. But sweet potato fries, I mean, single solitary foods, I like it. Putting olive oil on it, great. Any oil that you have at home works. You bake these things until they're nice and soft, okay? And then the baby picks it up and feeds it to themselves. Cool thing about this recipe is there's no added salt. Like your babies literally can eat almost many modified versions of the same foods you're eating. You just don't want to add salt or sugar. So I like that this fries recipe doesn't have added salt in it.
If this menu is missing meat, why don't you ask it how to make meat for babies?
Oh, cut the meat into small pieces. Wrong. Small pieces are actually really dangerous for early eaters. The longer, soft pieces of meat, about the size of your adult pinky finger, that's what the early eaters. They use their whole hand, their palmar grasp. Sorry, how's a 6-month-old who doesn't have a pincer grasp going to pick up a small piece of meat, ChatGPT? Oh, another huge error. It says wait a couple of days between introducing new meats. Spoiler alert, meat is not a potentially allergenic food. The only recommendation and reason why you would ever wait between introducing foods is if you're worried about an allergic reaction. Allergic reactions, if they're going to occur, happen within minutes and up to no more than 2 hours following ingestion. So why do you introduce your baby to lamb and need to wait 3 more days until you try a new protein food? That's a terrible recommendation. You're actually going to slow your baby down. We want your baby to move fast through foods. Introduce 1 new food a day. Introduce multiple new foods a day if you're fine with it. We just don't do 2 allergenic foods at the same time. In case the baby had an allergic reaction to one of those, how would you know which one it's from? But your baby's not going to be allergic to meat. It's not one of the big allergenic foods. Okay, now I want to see, to wrap this thing up, what the best piece of baby-led weaning advice is. Okay, I asked for 1 piece of advice. It gave me 5 pieces of advice, but I kind of feel like it's stealing from my script. I know I put a lot of baby-led weaning content out, but some of these are my exact same words. I agree with all the things on there, and I think they're super important. Let your baby explore. okay? The thing that I always tell parents, don't worry if it makes a mess, okay? Like, it's part of the whole sensory experience of learning how to eat. I like that they're offering a variety of textures, right? Purees are important. They're just not the only texture your baby can eat. Being patient, okay? Your baby does not magically wake up on their 6th birthday and know how to eat 100 different foods. That takes 6 months to happen. Supervise your baby closely and watch your baby when they're eating, because if they choke, it's gonna be silent. You're not gonna hear your baby choke, okay? And then remember that this is about trusting your baby's ability to explore and learn about foods. I love that. The best thing in all of this, my number one piece of baby-led weaning advice, is expect it to be slow at the beginning, okay? Your baby is not going to eat very much early on, and it doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. Your baby needs lots and lots of practice, about 6 months of practice before they become pretty proficient at eating solid foods. I might be out of a job at this point. I totally get that, which is fine. I'm looking to retire early anyway. But if you guys actually want to learn from a person about baby-led weaning, I'm here every week on YouTube putting out new videos on how to safely feed your baby. Click subscribe to get notified every week when there's a new video. I think ChatGPT needs a little bit more practice till they get baby-led weaning down. But I have to say, I'm very, very impressed by what I see at my first time trying out AI. Thanks for hanging out with me while I figured out ChatGPT.